What is the Linux kernel explained for beginners? Imagine a busy city where roads, traffic lights, and vehicles all need to work together smoothly. The Linux kernel is like the traffic controller for a computer, making sure everything runs without chaos. It is the core part of the Linux operating system that connects the hardware and the software. Without it, the computer wouldn't know how to talk to its parts or run programs properly. The kernel manages the computer's processor, which is like the brain that handles all tasks. It decides which program gets to use the processor and when. It also manages memory, which is like the computer's short-term storage, making sure each program has enough space to work without crashing the system. When you open a file or save data, the kernel controls how that data is stored on the hard drive or solid-state drive. It also handles communication with hardware devices like keyboards, mice, printers, and network cards. It uses special pieces of software called drivers to talk to each device. This way, when you press a key or move your mouse, the kernel makes sure your actions are understood by the computer. The Linux kernel is different from some other operating systems because it is modular. This means you can add or remove features depending on what you need. For example, a small device like a smart thermostat might only need a simple kernel, while a powerful server might have a customized, feature-rich kernel. Most people think of the Linux operating system as a full package called a Linux distribution. This includes the Linux kernel plus other software like user interfaces, applications, and tools. The kernel is what makes all these parts work together smoothly. One of the biggest reasons Linux is popular is because the kernel is open source. This means anyone can look at the code, change it, and improve it. Many developers from around the world contribute to making the Linux kernel better and more secure. In simple terms, the Linux kernel is the foundation of the Linux operating system. It controls the hardware, manages resources, and provides essential services so that your computer can run programs, connect to the internet, and do everything you need. Whether it's a tiny embedded device or a large server, the Linux kernel adapts to fit the purpose. It is the heart that keeps the entire system alive and functioning smoothly.